is here in this match.
Yes, game number 1, RRQ against BRU. I'm here, Sasuke, with Riku again. So I feel like I've been documenting RRQ's journey throughout the entire playoff. I've done 3 best of 5 with Omo. Finally, I get to do it with you.
I know.
You're the RRQ connoisseur. Give me a run now. Like, I see this Helios Fiora mid.
I know. It is, again, the mech check. Mech check champions, you will require a lot of finesse. And who can support you with that? That's the Senna with the shields and healing. That's the explosive cask for the mid disengage. And I really like their prioritization. Well, don't forget about the Stan United as well, coming from the Shen. But I guess, you know, what the panel mentioned, what Omo mentioned is never lose side lanes. Because there's always going to be a situation where it's going to be a 2v1 scenario, no matter what. There's a lot of globals on the board. But on the side of BRU, it's also very straightforward. Delivering the Yuumi, delivering the cat to RRQ's doorstep. How can you do that? You have Kha'Zix for the leap. You have Arshani as well on this Diana. So it's all about how you can deliver and set up.
Even Corki can deliver a package.
That's true!
You know, with the Yuumi, we talked about this a couple of days ago before that extended break, right? Last weekend, in fact. BRU, they have ran this Yuumi before. What the Jazz dealt the most damage on this Yuumi. I'm getting a bit of a flashbacks of those AP Ludens, Rabadon's build. But you mentioned RRQ, they have that global presence. It feels like what Aldolus has set up has already come true. How can RRQ accelerate that?
By taking in fights, activating skirmishes. There's so many. If there's a cat delivery system, there's a ninja delivery system, right?
Exactly.
You've got the Fiora lunging in. You got Chaz dashing in as well. So there's so many things that can deliver the Shen. So it's all about how they can start fights because it's so easy. Flawless duet, taunt, everything.
Suppose the biggest difference is that Devil J has that cross-map advantage, right?
Yes.
Yuumi needs to be on a vessel. Devil J, he selects who he wants to be. You know, he can be anywhere he likes. This is kind of a change from RRQ. Normally we see Devil J on Renekton, on Darius, something that wants to fight, but in this case, they're putting him on their weaker side. They're telling Devil J, it's okay, you can play it slow, but because you can always join us with that ultimate.
I think I like that duality, right? Because before, Devil J has always been on champions that has to play make, has to side lane, has to 1v1, has to do well. But this time around, he's playing for the team. And I like this look. I like this look for Devil J.
But what's the biggest difference, you know, from this look, right? From what thing RRQ, how is this, which trajectory does this set RRQ on though?
I think it just allows more options to lessen the pressure on Exocen, right? Because Exocen is always there. You're going to be on an engaged champion. That's it. That's you. The rest are going to be playing carries. But that's what I love about this new look because it adds more versatility. It adds more options on how you can enable Chaz and Helios.
Definitely a slightly slower start from these two teams, but BURIRAM themselves, no strangers to a staple opening, right? I think RRQ even last weekend, their transition from this fast and furious hit and run style to a team that can play it slow. They were able to 3-0 their previous opponent in the lower bracket. They were able to 3-0 FLA, and most of those games were calm, cool, and collected from the very beginning.
Yeah, I think RRQ has basically absorbed so many styles already. Like, they've encountered Fennel, they've encountered Flash Wolves. So they're used to so much varying of play styles, and I feel like that's why they're so equipped to take on BRU. And BRU, when we look at their journey, they heavily rely on what they're just starting these fights, setting up the tone, and assembling like a pick comp, and even a 3-man death squad to be able to roam. And that's why mid lane is going to be so important to open, and that's how they dive deep into the jungle, annoy Chaz as much as he can, and that's why Devil J is there. Stand United to add on for that extra safety.
Yeah. Coden Feed was able to get the recall first, so BURIRAM themselves, they make it to the Dragon, but RRQ have vision. You know, Chaz is then EXO, he will show up. Marky joins as well with the cover of the mist, forces Coden Feed away, but he does have EXO to heal him up. Does get rooted though, the package just got picked up by Triple V.
Remember, delivery system, What the Just has ult, but at the same time, it might be too risky, he might explode, so might as well give it away. They can still go back, reset, rotate to Rift Herald, but RRQ, they're unscathed. That means they can go as well and take them on and fight 5v5.
It's a good start to RRQ's tempo, right? They get an objective, BRU trace nothing back, and in fact, they force a recall from Coden Feet, so BRU losing map presence, essentially.
Exocen feels like he's ready to use a cast to get a pick. Yeah. But he has to hold it in. He has to like, must not press explosive cast. Because it's so important. When What the Just activates final chapter, cast will be activated to disrupt the angle of the final chapter to make sure no one's rooted in RRQ. That's why you're going to see him flash body slam. But we'll see him do that.
Yeah, package on Triple V. It's gonna be the ultimate Vanguard as thrown now, stolen
got
by
it.
Golden Feet. Rift Herald goes over to them, Noel in the
Whoa.
back line, exhausted, but look at that Moonfall
Chaz.
connecting onto Devil J. First blood
Woo.
collected by EXO. Chaz still alive,
Flash.
flashes over the wall. A follow-up
my
from
God.
RGD. Chaz still
Wait.
stays alive.
No
Are
way,
you
no
kidding
way.
me?
Heal.
No freaking way that Chaz doesn't go down, and yet he
Oh my
survives
God.
RRQ. Ace at 5.5 minutes.
5 minutes, Rift Herald secured by BRU, but none of that matters. That was a classic mech check, 5v5. Chaz survived for the entirety of that duration. He was incredibly low. He met up with Marky, heal me please, and at that point, BRU was just wiped off of the surface.
All that for Rift Herald. I mean,
Yeah.
RRQ, such an explosive start. This is the RRQ that we know and we love. We've seen this so many times, but what a step up. I mean, it all started with this play.
Yeah, there's the Valkyrie forward, there's the package forward rather. And I like, BRU had a good start where they chunked a lot of the members of RRQ, but they couldn't finish the kill. If you can't finish the kill, you're just gonna heal up. Helios is gonna activate Grand Challenge, gonna heal up the rest of the members, and the healing coming from Marky as well.
And that is the Chaz experience. 2-0, Divine Sundra on this Irelia. RRQ 5-0 thus far on the Q score. Nothing for BRU, not even a scrap. Well, except for the Rift Herald, but even then, we saw RRQ butcher the momentum of BRU with that Dragon Take, and now they further stall that out with that Rift Herald fight. BRU, they kind of slowed down.
Especially after that loss. They do not want to give more kills to Chaz. Now, what our BRU is going to do, open up mid lane. We talked about the potential, open up mid lane.
Right.
And then that's the time you get to roam. You get to be more aggressive, dive deep into the jungle of RQ, and then bam, use Final Chapter aggressively and basically get picks here and there.
They use the Rift Herald, but that structure still stands. Pretty much have a lot more health to work with. Bottom lane, it's going to be Archini against Helios over and over again. The mech checks, like you said, being the focal point of this matchup, of this game one. But RRQ thus far, not shy to slow down the game pace, right? They have the late game splitting. They have Marquis on the Senna. They have Helios Fiora. They have Chaz Irelia. What does BURIRAM have?
They've got potential picks. If they open up the mid lane, they've got the cat. They've got the cat and the cockroach. That's a very unlikely pair in real life. They usually kill each other.
The cat usually kills the cockroach. Right?
Exactly.
Is Kha'Zix a cockroach?
I'm pretty sure he is.
So we see Golden Feet get the evolve, what do you call it? Evolve body for his ultimate. Is it evolve shell?
I think so. I think so.
Evolve void or something. We just call it
Evolve
that.
something.
Evolve something, right? But we don't see that often. But are there any reasons for you to go for that? I suppose.
Perhaps trying to find a pick here. They wanted to lure out RRQ to the mid lane to see if they can get a good blanket of the final chapter. But it's so difficult when RRQ sees this coming. BRU wanted to get a pick before Infernal Drake spawned. Now RRQ has control.
This is very important for BRU, right? You don't want to give it away to RRQ, not when they are running this comp and have that lead. But we see that RRQ, 3 members down mid, they have Helios shoving bot out, and Devil J, he can always join the fight with the Stand United.
Exactly. Free teleport, right? Noel still has to buy teleport down the line because we all know Devil J is just going to eventually split push. It's going to pressure the waves up top. But look at the RQ. They're still not going to start this. Not for now. BRU is going to clear out the vision at the moment. So they're starting this, and RRQ quite far away.
Yeah, RRQ have no idea that this is going on. Helios and Chaz
there.
will make contact with Archini.
They see it.
They're thinking about it, but it's a bit too late.
Ooh.
Golden Feet gets it done. Package expanded just to get Triple V out. Devil J actually stand united to join his team, but the fight was already over.
Yeah, that's a lot of respect towards the package. They didn't want to, go into that. Cast?
Oh, a good cast. Body slam. Exhaust. Final trap play itself. Vanguard is deployed. Triple V still
Oh
stays
my.
alive. They get the exhaust, but they still burn down Triple V. At the end of the day, RRQ now needs to get out. Here comes Noel.
Noel.
Chaz still staying alive, but finally gets chopped down by Golden Feet. They have the Prowling Projectile, but no follow-up.
That was their desire. They wanted to remove mid lane and see if they were able to get a kill off of the cast, because the rest of BRU are nowhere to be found, but they can easily join in. That's exactly what they did. I mean, a life for a tower and an extra kill, I think that's still pretty okay because they are able to open up mid lane. That means RRQ has control over the quadrants of BRU. Red buff, blue buff. They can set up pick potential as well for themselves.
And with that dragon out of the picture and the mid-tier one open, RRQ now can focus their attention on this top side, right? That's where the Rift Herald is. You can see RRQ making their move right now. They shove up that mid lane. The whole team is gathered around the fire pit in front of the Rift Herald pit.
Yeah. Arshini and the rest of the squad are going to give this up. They want to open up bot lane tower because they're like, okay, our towers are dwindling. We need to make sure that we're evening out the map score at least. Hullbreaker picked up by Devil J. That's going to help him survive against Noelle. Will Noelle survive? That's the question.
The whole team of RRQ is here. Noelle flashes. Helios follows up. Steros
Garen.
does pop. Grand Challenge activated. Helios doing his one more vital proc. Gets it ignited, but out of tower range.
They got to destroy this tower at the top portion of the map rather, because that's an exchange. We'll see if Exocet can prevent this from happening.
Exo shows up, but the
can't.
tower is long gone. Exo body slam. Coden feet very low.
so low.
Woodfall activated. Archini wants to keep his team alive in the game, but now Archini might be sacrificed
Revenge.
to the lambs. Dashes forward, still gets the kill with the passive prop,
Archini!
but Archini knows that his time is done. RRQ picks that up.
That's 2 kills versus 1, but at the same time, they're still able to open up the mid lane. I don't think we're going to be seeing any other Hullbreaker items on the side of RRQ. That's going to be Devil J. So I say BRU won that end of the bargain.
You get 2 turrets, you get a kill, it's onto EXO, but you are drawing a lot of attention away from RRQ, right? I think
Yep.
at the end of the day, we look at the goal difference, it's actually not too big. BURIRAM United, less than 4,000 goal disadvantage compared to what RRQ had as a beginning. I think this is a very decent position that BRU has put themselves in.
Yeah, it's decent, definitely, but they have to be careful where the kills are going. It's going at Helios. Oh my. Golden
boy,
Feet with the
Golden
setup.
Feet.
Final chapter.
There's 2 of them.
Oh
Look at
my
Marky.
God!
Vaporized by Coden Feet. But he might give up his life, don't know. It's a good save from what the Just Stand United used by Devil J. It's triple V in the front line. Devil J
Whoa!
tries to flash taunt.
No!
Too far away. Package used just to secure the survival of Coden Feet.
I'm gonna teach you a word in Tagalog.
All right.
Gigil. That
Gigil.
means like, oh, you have this really, really, really high urge to kill.
Yeah,
Well, not in this situation.
Yeah,
Gigil can be applied into anything.
I'll teach you one in Bahasa. This situation is called gram. It's
Gram?
Like you almost got something, like you last hit someone, but he doesn't go down.
Oh,
It's
gram.
like the feeling of like
Okay.
so close. Yes, so far, yes.
It's exactly that. Gram and Gigil.
Yes, gram and gigil.
Okay.
Almost the same thing.
I got it.
We got it. We got it. I've been learning a lot about Tagalog, thanks to you guys.
And thank you for the lessons. Cask?
Oh, cast, triple V. Only knocked aside
Whoa,
Chaz once more. Flash.
Chaz!
Vanguard's Ace final chapter, just zoning everyone away. What the Jazz doing a lot of work as Noelle will join in to finish off Chaz to get the exhaust and the root, but Helios will get a good repulse. Lunges forward, procs the grand
Wow.
challenge. Traces life, but it's Archini with a double kill. And RRQ routed at this juncture. Archini looking for more. Devil J slowed down by the probably projectile. BRU no follow-up, but they get 2 kills.
RRQ has to be careful when they dive in because it's so easy for the final chapter to land on you. How many melee champions do you have? You have 4. So if you all dive at the same time, you all are gonna be rooted at the same time.
And that was what we saw. No cast to displace what the Jazz, no cast to displace to mess up the angle of the final chapter. So hard for RQ to run in. And Archini, he's still messing around. He has what the Jazz with him. That's a lot of damage from this Yuumi. Be careful, RRQ. You don't want to risk your life for this
Playing
Devil
with
J.
fire.
He's playing with fire.
Chaz is
Still
here,
has
Chaz is
some
here.
shield. Chaz not able to find a point of entry.
They were really playing with fire there. So many people were low. That could have been disastrous. They had so much trust on Chaz. And it's like, okay, keep them busy in the mid lane. I can finish them all because I reset it, I bought items, I know I can take them on. But that's the thing, BRU read that so well, decided not to take the bait, and then went home.
And the turret still stands for RRQ. They gave everything to protect that structure, and it paid off. So BURIRAM, at the end of that, they get the Drake, they get a couple of kills, but they were not able to expand that map control. But at least the silver lining is that bottom lane open for business.
That's true. That's gonna be a key for BRU rather, to pressure the Baron later. Something to take note though, that eventually Helios will be unstoppable. No one can 1v1 him, not even Noelle. It's gonna be very difficult, especially if somewhere down the line Helios is gonna bring up the Hullbreaker for himself, make it a 1-3-1 with Devil J. So this is something that BRU, Archini though.
Archini is Devil J, force of nature, he has Hullbreaker, he has everything.
Pretty tanky.
It's not the guy you want to take down, but Archini forces him away. Not that it matters though, he has his ultimate.
Yeah, he has his ultimate, but that's That's what's scary. If you don't set up the wave properly before you stand united, you're going to lose a tower.
And we see Chaz and Helios basically going for the same items, right? Death Dance, Helios already got that, is probably going for G8 next. Chaz also on his way to a Death Dance. The only thing that separates them is that Stasis Enchantment. You mentioned that Helios will be unstoppable. I think Chaz will also be unstoppable.
That's true.
Who has the damage to kill him? It's all triple V,
Maybe
right?
Golden Feet, yeah, Golden Feet could have the potential. It's going to be very difficult.
Pretty
And
deadly combo, just Void Spike slows, then you have the Prowling Projectile.
exactly, and with a Yumi with you. I bet what the Jess is gonna literally like pilot Golden Feet.
Yeah.
You know, the cat, like, you know, I imagine when a Yumi latches onto someone, I imagine it like a Gundam or something.
Right.
But you pilot it. Yeah, basically ride
I was
whoever
thinking
you're
a bit
latching onto.
differently. Like just grabs onto the vessel with paws. She doesn't dig her claws in, but she just grabs on it,
Oh,
right?
like a backpack. So
Like a
basically
backpack,
latching
yes.
onto your back like a backpack.
Yeah, so like when Golden Feet leaps, you just see what they just hang on for dear life.
That's so cute though. That's so cute. I like it. Backpacks and robots.
Very stark difference in terms of thematic, but you know, it works as long as they get the idea through. But RRQ slowing things down a bit, Golden Feet and what the GS just rinse and repeat. It's just a constant. I go in, we poke, Noel gets taken out, Devil J shows up, assists Helios with that kill, this bot one is gone.
Really nicely done. You know what RRQ did? They kept everyone from BRU busy. No one, I say no one can help Noel. RRQ basically used the mid lane as pressure and then boom, stand united, grab onto Noel. And the vital point is just so easy. You have innate air code shred to take down tanks.
Yeah, look at Helios' item build, right? It's all to shred tanks. Divine Sundra, Blade of the Rune King, you proc a couple of vitals. What is Noel? In this case, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. Garen's.
I'm surprised he hasn't gotten a Bramble Vest yet.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. We'll see though.
Yeah,
If
there we
he's-
go, finally.
I wonder if he's gonna pick up an eventual Hull Breaker to make himself tanky, but I assume he wants to join the team. He just wants to stabilize the lane and not die, but slowly it's becoming a problem. He needs to be tankier when he's alone.
Well, after that high octane series between Team Flash and Flash Wolves, this is a good
Change of pace?
right? Good change
Yeah.
of pace. A bit slower. Look at the redemption from BURIRAM. They will see where RRQ is. They want to start off this Elder Drake. Archony is not there with them though, so 4 versus 4. Golden Feet and Noel in the front line.
Whoa!
Flash bodies have Exos
Oh,
and gets
nice!
to engage. The cast to knock the final chapter away, but Noel gets the execute. It's only onto Exo though. He has what the Jets to help him get out. Stand United is in. Triple V caught out in the open. He just flashes forward. Doesn't get the assistant. Devil J's
1v1.
ultimate cancelled by Archony, but it's a 1 versus 1 that Devil J is winning.
Marky,
Taunt
come
out,
in.
Marky joins, forces the flash from Archony, but Devil J has his own flash. Archony dropping low, exhausted. Luna rushes to gain distance, but Devil J
Taunt.
is unrelentless, and he catches up for a kill.
Gotta love what RRQ did. Look at the ult though. What the Jess doesn't have ult just yet. It's just
Oh.
Noel trying to bother them.
The TP cancel, Devil
Ult for the
J!
Jess!
Be
I called
careful,
it Jess!
Golden Feet. He is invincible, but they will finally settle the score. Golden Feet is already out, and there's only Noel and What the Jets remaining. Noel has some assistance from the cat, but they will both be fed to RRQ. A double kill for Helios and an ace for RRQ.
Amazingly done by RRQ. I just want to point out where that all started, right? Exosen did a body slam, baited the final chapter into the explosive cast to make sure no one gets rooted. That is exactly what we've been talking about, right? Displacement. Just changing the trajectory to make sure that RRQ is safe. And as long as you deny that, RRQ will have a smooth way of winning the team fight. I said Golden Jess earlier, just because what the Jess keeps latching onto into Golden Feet.
It's good enough. Like we just attached the name of the player playing Yumi onto whoever he's on. So Golden Jess. And that actually sounds nice. I wouldn't mind. Sounds like a great duo name.
It's catching.
It's catchy.
It's catchy. It's catchy.
So Baron Nashor and Elder Drake go over to RRQ. Basically, this game is well within their control. We see still the continuous scaling of Helios and Chaz. Thera's Gauge for the Irelia, the more Marmodius for Helios. And we saw Devil J solo queue Archony. So where does BRU go from this point?
Getting a pick. Chaz, Helios, very squishy. That's why they're forming this death squad, but RRQ's not going to give that to them. The only one who's going to stay solo is Devil J. So BRU,
Oh my goodness,
Oh my
so much
God.
damage! You're kidding me, that's just Marky and Exo. And even with the redemption, it does not help Archony.
oh my god. Yeah, that's That's the Elder Drake for you. Now this is 1-3-1 configuration that RRQ is doing. 45 seconds without Archony, without the Moonfall, without something that can additionally clear the waves elsewhere.
I just realized EXO went for full AP. That explains where the damage.
Yeah.
You know, even without the Elder Dragon, it is pretty painful. But what is BRU's answer? A good, flawless duel to Noel. RRQ pushing for those structures. All 3 lanes shoved in. BRU, they are bleeding out. That base demolished and deconstructed by RRQ.
Oh my
Helios wants to pull
God.
the trigger, and it's going to be on the
Wait.
triple V. Grand challenge will be
Back it
completed,
island.
and there is nothing left for Buriram United to hold on to in game 1. Noel will be the last bastion. He might be alive, but the Nexus will fall. RRQ draws first blood.
What a strong showing from RRQ. Game 1 in this series, they're able to strong arm Irelia, Fiora. It's just so crazy how they're able to do these mech checks. They're able to win that fight, and it